What's up guys, Rui here and welcome back to the channel, and first up, happy 2023. Now, keeping up with the traditions of this channel, we will be going through everything that I picked up in 2022 and kind of go through my thought process on what I do think about them right now after the whole honeymoon period has ended. This is something I do enjoy doing quite a bit for this channel every time a new year comes, as it allows me to look back at my past purchases in hopes that I could better improve upon my purchasing habits in the future. Now, I'm not going to go into super in-depth regarding each piece, but if you guys are interested in any of them, I've probably done a full review video on this channel, so I will leave all the links down below in the description box, or you could find it in the card section somewhere up here. In addition to that, I also do want to touch upon what the channel will be going through in 2023, because I do hope that I'm able to change things quite a bit around here. So do stick around if you guys want to know what's up with me or the channel moving forward. But before we continue to further into today's video, it would be very much appreciative if you could go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, or if you just haven't been subscribed yet, as it really does help the channel out a long way. Or if you guys are feeling generous and want to help support the channel in a much bigger way, I do have a Patreon page whereby at its lowest tier, it is only $1 a month. And all of it will go into helping me to pick up new filming equipments so that I can continue to improve the qualities of the videos for you all, as well as helping to keep the lights on this channel. Starting things off with one of my very first few pickups of 2022, and it's from the Nike Acronym collaboration. Being quite an anticipated collab, I managed to pick up the maroon colorway for the Nike Blazer Low, as well as the white Trek Volant pants. Now, I'm gonna probably get a lot of flack for this, but after wearing the Blazer Low for a couple of times now, I can safely say that I'm actually not a huge fan of it. I do think it is a very interesting and unique design, but in terms of comfort wise, it's not for me. It's just way too heavy, and the lack of cushioning makes it quite uncomfortable for long periods of wear. I think this is due to the nature of the Blazer model that was designed for skaters in mind, but for everyday walking, there definitely are better options out there. I try to make it work, but I always find my feet to be especially tired after a long day of walking in them. The removable heel cap is a cool little gimmick, but sad to say, overall I think this is probably my most disappointing pickup of 2022. On the other hand, the Trek Volant pants was a piece I was quite skeptical about before purchasing due to it being primarily white, but turns out it has been a piece I enjoyed wearing quite a bit last year. I love how it makes a simple outfit pop so much. It does get dirty pretty easily, and if it's not taken care of properly, there will be some permanent marks and dirt, so you will really need to be careful when wearing it out. Overall, if you want a more streetwear look or a much cheaper alternative to the P43 GT multicolor, but without all the technology, this is a great pair to check out. In addition to those two pieces, I also managed to pick up one of my all-time grail sneakers, the Acronym Downtown Air Force 1 High. This pair was released a while ago, but I finally managed to get my hands on it, and I must say, it did not disappoint me one bit. Everything from the construction to the materials feels insanely high quality, and the design is so sleek yet carries subtle utilitarian elements, which fits incredibly well with my wardrobe's aesthetic. For those that can still find this pair around retail price, I would highly recommend it. Moving along, I picked up some Uniqlo Plus J Supima cotton t-shirts as well. They are some fairly basic tees that is slightly elongated, therefore they are perfect as a layering piece, as it does peek out slightly underneath your jacket, giving you just a bit more layering effect. What I really love about them are the color options. The grey and olive colorway carries a very unique shade of tone that I feel you would only find from much more expensive brands. It's also very comfortable to wear out even during a hot day, as the Supima cotton feels incredibly soft and skin friendly. However, with a lot of Uniqlo tees, the color is the one I'm most cautious about, as it's the part that wears out the fastest, but thankfully they seem to be holding up great here. Next brand I picked up quite a lot from in 2022 is Jocia. This is a brand that I truly fell in love with last year, as I love their approach and design that has a very minimalist take while utilizing more interesting design and shapes to create the silhouette of their garments. I picked up a total of 4 pieces, which is actually the most number of pieces I bought from a brand last year. I've already showcased and reviewed 2 of the pieces in the past, which are the shield pocket sweater and the wraparound pants, but there are another 2 more pieces that I have acquired recently, which I think I will showcase them more properly in another video. Going back towards the previous pieces, these are some of my most worn garments of 2022, especially the wraparound pants. I absolutely love how it carries almost a skirt-like silhouette while still being a pair of pants. To be honest, oftentimes this is my go-to pants compared to my P30A. The only downside is that it uses an elastic band, and although I'm wearing a size S here, it's still a little loose for me. The pants doesn't fall down whatsoever, but throughout the day I do find myself having to readjust the pants for it to sit as intended. This may be due to the fact that the fabric is pretty heavy as well. As for the shield pocket sweater, I've worn it so much as well last year. It's such a simple piece, but the sleeve pocket design really helps to elevate the look of the sweater. I could have it on its own or treat it as a layering piece. Definitely one of the most versatile pieces I have in my wardrobe. Up next, we have a couple of pieces from GoopyMate, and by now you guys should probably know that this is my top favorite brand out there. And being able to pick up anything from them is just a huge excitement for me, just because of how difficult is it to pick up something from the Unmade site. First up, I have the VP01 Utility GMOS bag. This is probably the most unique accessory I own, as it can be transformed into multiple different configurations. From a styling standpoint, there are so many different ways to style this bag, giving me a lot of options with just one piece. However, it's definitely not meant to be a heavy duty carry system, and you will need to take some time to get accustomed with it. The main reason is because of the lightweight fabric used to construct the bag. It doesn't provide much structural rigidity, hence overly heavy items will tend to sag the bag down, and in certain configurations you will need to evenly balance the weight for it to sit properly on your body. All in all, it's a pretty cool little carry system, but I cannot deny that there's still a lot of room for improvement, and its usability is more suited towards a very small number of people. Therefore, I would say if you are planning to pick this piece up, do ensure that you already have a primary bag that you can use, and kind of just treat this more as a secondary EDC carry solution. The next piece that I pick up from GoopyMate is arguably one of the best garments for their Fall Winter 2022 collection. This Formula G Mountain Parka is probably the most feature-packed performance jacket that they've produced last year. You have all the weatherproof features you could ask for, and the oversized silhouette allows you to layer quite a bit inside. My favorite feature of the jacket has to be how you can carry the jacket on your bag using the snap buttons found on the sleeve that provides a very secure way of carrying it. Due to where I live, I've not been able to test the parka out yet, but I will have a ton of opportunity to wear it next month, and I'm hoping to get a lot of wear from it. Therefore, I am super excited. In 2023, I am still on a hunt for a good pair of shorts, so hopefully their spring summer collection will have something that I am interested in. That is everything that I picked up in 2022. Overall, it's not that much, but I do feel like all the pieces that I did manage to pick up integrate so well with kind of the aesthetic that I'm trying to build my wardrobe to be. Now, if all you want to see are my pickups of 2022, then I thank you guys for watching this video. But for the rest of you guys who kind of want to know what's happening to me or the channel this year, then do stick around a little bit longer, because I will be sharing quite a lot of things for the first time. Looking back, it's crazy to see how time flies by. What once was just an idea to start YouTube so that I could learn the necessary video editing skills has turned into something that is so much more. And although it has been a very long and tough journey even till now, I still am forever grateful that I'm given this opportunity to do what I'm doing today, and even managed to build an audience that continues to watch what I put out. Thanks to this whole journey on YouTube, there's so much things I've learned, not just in terms of skill-wise, but also many life lessons that I probably would not have gone through if I've not taken this path. Not to mention being able to connect and meet with so many amazing people. from content creators that I've literally looked up to since I was a teenager, to being able to meet my favorite artists, and also not to mention being able to work side by side with some of the most talented creatives out there. These are moments and experiences that I could only dream of, and to think that it actually happened feels so surreal, and I'm incredibly thankful for it. As time progressed, the goal was never about chasing after fame, but more towards just wanting to be financially stable while producing content that I truly enjoy full time. Unfortunately, along the way, in the chase of trying to make this pod financially sustainable and alongside a lot of other personal reasons, I started to get too wrapped around with the idea on solely focusing on numbers and performance chart, to a point whereby I kind of just lost myself. I felt just like a machine being stuck in a room trying to produce as many content as possible just so that, you know, at the end of the month there is some money to be made. However, despite that, I felt like nothing I did was actually bringing any significant growth towards the channel, although I knew I've already poured in so much time and effort already. Now obviously this would be a much different topic of discussion if the channel did manage to grow quite a bit. But unfortunately, that's not really the case here, and this caused me to be tremendously burned out towards the middle of last year, which did affect me both physically and mentally quite a bit. There were days whereby I just did not sleep and I just felt so emotionless. I wasn't happy, I wasn't sad. All I could just think about is just what videos do I want to put out and how do I keep continuing to just work. Emotionally, I think I kind of just shut down completely, and this kind of affected people around me as well. This has been something that I felt was very difficult for me to share because I feel like I should just be grateful that I'm given this opportunity to do what I do today, and I know I'm very privileged for it. However, it's also very tough to come up and say that I'm doing just fine. And truth be told, I honestly thought last year was going to be my last on this platform. There were so many occasions whereby I was just ready to hang everything up because I just wanted all of this to go away. After being in this state for some time now, I decided to finally take some time off and kind of take a step back to look at the bigger picture. What is it that I really want to do with this channel for this year? Which is why you see such a lack of content being put out recently, and I truly do want to apologize for that. You see, as much as I want to continue to make techwear related content, I don't want to be solely known as the techwear reviewer guy, because frankly to me, I feel like there's only so many pieces I could review and talk about before I reach that point whereby I feel like I'm just buying clothes just for the sake of reviewing them and making videos about it, and there's something that I never wanted to do. I would, rather be known as that guy who makes cool videos that also happens to like this genre of fashion. Looking back at all things that I like, from YouTube channels that I watched growing up to my favorite artists, I feel like they all share one common thing, which is they all have very amazing stories to share. And I think this is why I've always had this interest in storytelling. That is why in 2023, I do want to step out of what I've been doing for the past 2 years plus and kind of focus more of my time and effort into the behind the story series that I've kind of created towards the end of last year. For those that haven't watched it yet, this is a series that I do hope I'll have the opportunity to continue working upon this year, which focuses on different creatives out there and try to capture their work while showcasing a more vulnerable or human side of them. Oftentimes I feel like we tend to look at creatives, whether it be artists, whether it be designers, we kind of just look at them as a source of entertainment or just a source of inspiration. But oftentimes we tend to forget that at the end of the day, we're all just humans as well. Therefore, if you guys missed out on the teaser I posted on my Instagram stories, I am actually heading over to South Korea next month to meet up with Dikin for the second installment for the BTS series. Now, if you guys don't happen to know him yet, he's an amazing photographer that captures very futuristic looking photos and is also into the whole functional wear aesthetic. Fun little fact, all the pictures that you see on YouTube, such as the banner and the profile pictures, were all taken by him. During the time he's going to be hosting his personal exhibition, that's been a passion project of his that's been in the making for a while now. As I suggested, it would be really cool if we were to collaborate and come up with some sort of documentary for it. Now, I've always been wanting to go back since 2017, hence I thought that this would be a great opportunity to just push myself out and maybe even potentially opening new doors for myself. Now, I'm not going there for good, but I will be there for an entire month, so do expect to see a lot more content revolving South Korea really soon. I'm hoping to be able to link up and connect with some of the local brands and just show you guys the whole fashion and lifestyle scene over there. But if you guys do have any other suggestions of what you would like to see, do let me know down below in the comment section. I'll definitely try my best to see if it's doable. To all of those that subscribe to this channel because of the techwear review videos, don't worry, those are not going away. I still am planning to do review videos in 2023 alongside various other techwear related content. It's just that I do want to kind of focus and incorporate other types of content into the channel as well for this year. Techwear is something that will live forever in this channel, and I will continue to share my interest in it, just that it may be in different forms. Lastly, this entire trip is funded out of my own pocket. Therefore, in order to help cover some of the costs, I am having a fundraiser by letting go quite a number of pieces in my wardrobe. So if you guys are interested in picking something up for below retail, head over to my second IG account, rui.marketplace. This is where I post everything that I'm selling, and feel free to DM me there. If you are not interested in picking up anything but you still do want to help out, you can donate any amount through my PayPal account. The goal is hopefully to be able to raise $8,000 US, and this money will basically help me to cover things like plane ticket, accommodation, as well as daily expenses for an entire month. Even if it's just $1, every little bit goes a long way. But as always, please do donate only if you are in the right financial state, and do not feel any pressure if you can't. If you have watched all the way to the end, I really do want to say thank you so much for taking some of your time out of your day to watch this video. It really does mean a lot to me, and I do hope I'm able to share a lot more interesting videos with you guys this year. Please do stay safe out there. Until then, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.